Hey, Zach Smith here from the Car Guy Chronicles. Today we're going to talk about things you should never say, things that you should say the next time you buy your new or used car. Anybody that's watched any of my videos is going to know I was in the car business for a couple of decades, and there was a common thing that would happen with people that would overshare things with us, and we would be able to take some of that information and not necessarily use it against them, but because they overshared, it gave the dealership leverage over the customer. So I've got some key things here that you shouldn't say and some key things that you should say. And a lot of this goes along with me being irritated, and maybe I was a disgruntled employee or something, I don't know. But the first thing is, Mr. Customer, do not tell me that you're paying cash. Why? Because it doesn't make any difference. And by the way, if you finance the car, a lot of times the dealership is going to make money on the rate. And if they're making money on the rate, that means that they've spent 2-3 hours in the finance department with the finance manager, and he sold them gap, warranty, insurance, mop and glow, LoJack, all this other aftermarket stuff that you really don't need. So when you tell me that you're paying cash, first of all, I don't care. Second of all, it gives you zero leverage over the dealer. So if you tell them that you're paying cash, you're wasting time and you're oversharing. Ever, how can I put this? Ever tell the dealer that you're trading in your car. If they ask you, are you trading a car in? Say, you know what, I'm not sure yet. I do have another car and I'm just not sure what I'm going to do at this point. If you tell them that you're trading in your car, that opens up a whole other category of possible events that could happen. They could over-allow on your trade to show you a bigger discount on the unit that you're buying. They could under-allow. That means that they're going to try to steal it. There's all kinds of scenarios that can come up if they know that you're trading the car in. So just leave that as a separate transaction, completely separate from the car purchase itself. You go and you negotiate a deal on the new car that you're buying, if it's new or used, doesn't matter, and then you get some third-party information on your car through either Auto Trader or Cars.com or AutoNation or Carvana. Get a traded figure from them, and if the dealer can match it or beat it or whatever, great, and if they can't, they can't. So leave those two as two separate transactions. Do not ball it all up into one because it's going to get confusing. And there's no reason to share it. Next thing that I used to hear is we get guys that'll come in and we would call them clipboard commandos. They would come in and they would say, I'm comparing 27 different dealers on pricing. Okay, why? We have this thing they call the internet now. I don't know if you guys have heard about it, but you could take and in 3 minutes compare pricing across 17 different dealers. And it's all up front and it's all there in front of you. We take a lot of this stuff for granted. We think that we actually have to be somewhere in order to get the information. You don't have to be at the dealership. And again, I went on a huge tirade a couple days ago, and I thought I was stroking out. Never ever go to the dealership. There's no reason for you to be there unless you are taking delivery of the car, test driving the car, or having your mechanic look at the car. There is no reason for you to be there. Do all of your research online, and then when you're ready to negotiate, you call them on the phone. These things are amazing. You know, these are actually phones that you could talk to people on. So you're test driving the car. You tell the salesman, I love this car. This is the car for me. It's oversharing. Why? Because when you tell them that, they're going to use that as leverage over you to help negotiate the deal on their terms. That gives them more control, not less, and that gives you less control. So do not overshare with them. This is a good one. Well, Mr. Salesman, I have good credit. What does that have to do with anything? If you have good credit, that means you can go get credit from your bank or your credit union and buy the car, and you could buy other things. You could buy whatever you want. I have good credit too. Who cares? Stop oversharing. If you have good credit, if you have bad credit, the dealer doesn't care. As long as you are able to pay for the car, or if your bank pays for the car and you pay them back, what difference does it make? Do you think that that's a status thing? Well, yeah, I mean, in some circles, if you have bad credit, I could see that being an issue, but why are you sharing that with them? Again, that's another point that they can use to help manipulate you. So stop oversharing. You come in and you tell the salesman, I need the car right away because I just totaled my other car. Why would you tell them that? There's no reason for you to tell them that. Does that have anything to do with what the car is and how much money it costs? Does it really? Does it have anything to do with that? No, it doesn't. So stop. You know what I'm talking about. And this is the worst one. This gets you people into more trouble than you could possibly imagine. Mr. Salesman, I need a payment of. You're telling them that you want a particular payment on this car. Why would that even be a discussion with your car salesman? What does he have to do with any of this? When you buy a car, their only obligation is to show you how everything works, demonstrate the product, and collect your money. The amount of money that you were borrowing and the payment that you were going to make on that car is none of their business. It's between you and your bank and you. The people that you are going to be making the payments to, that's who you need to have that conversation with. I need a payment of $350 a month, Mr. Banker. They're going to give you some loan terms. They're going to give you some financing options. That's the conversation you need to have with your bank, not with the salesman. And by the way, the salesman doesn't have anything to do with it. He's the go-between between the sales manager and the finance department and you. Again, when you overshare with these people, they have so much more leverage on you just by you opening your mouth. When you go to the dealership, let me sum this up for you. Find a car. Know how much it's going to cost. Go to your bank, get approved for a loan. Call the dealer. Make an offer on the car, a reasonable offer on the car. Don't be stupid. Don't offer them thousands of dollars less than what it's advertised, because they're not going to do it. Make a reasonable offer on the car. And if they don't accept the offer, call another dealer, see if it makes sense. Before all this happens, make sure you test drive the car. If it's a used car, make sure that you have it inspected by your mechanic. All of these things can be done ahead of time. And then all you have to do is let the salesman know, I'm coming in to purchase the car at the agreed upon price, and you're at the dealership maybe 20 or 30 minutes. There is no reason for this to be a big deal for you. You don't need to be there for 6 hours. You don't need to be oversharing your entire life with these people, because A, it's only going to make things harder for you to get what you want, and B, they don't care. They really don't care. The only thing they care about is you buying the vehicle. Okay, so what should you share with the dealer? Now, this doesn't have to be a draconian thing, okay? You can give them your name, address, and phone number. Obviously, they're going to need that to register the car. But your conversations with them should be short, they should be professional, and they should be to the point. You're not there to make friends. You're not there to build a relationship with these people. You were there to buy a product. No different than if you were to go buy a pair of jeans somewhere, or a couch, or a TV. You are not there to make friends with anybody. You should share what you want, when you want it, and how you want it. You don't have to get into all of these details with them that are unnecessary. And as I said before, the more you talk and the more you share with the dealer what your feelings are on this, the more they can use that against you. I know, because I was there. Okay, so I hope that was some good advice for you moving forward. If you found that this was informative and that you got some good information from my content, please drop a comment down at the bottom. Please like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.